morning, everyone. This is Ava with Stitching in the Interlake. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I'm sorry I wasn't on yesterday. I tried and tried and tried. And you know how my iPad goes, that it does not want to, I can only do short films and videos and that. So today I've tried on my iPhone again, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. Now, yesterday I had gone to Portage. I really need to clean up this corner. Oh my gosh. I have stuff everywhere, just everywhere, and not very good. Okay. So, yesterday I went to MCC, and MCC had some magazines. So you know me, I had to pick them up. So there is this one. These are in very good shape. Very, very good shape. They almost look brand new. So this one is from August 2006. I hope that's coming through okay. I'll pull this up a little bit because I can't see what I'm filming here from the position that I'm at. So anyways, there's this one, and you can see all the ones here that they have. I like this one because of the teapots there, and because I drink tea and I like teapots. And they do have some punch needle in here. So anyway, so I have this one. These are in no particular order. I have this one. This is Stoney Creek, December 2000. Again, this is in very good shape. Whoever had it did a beautiful job caring for it. Now, I like these lighthouses. I'm not a lighthouse person per se, but I like this. But yeah, stitching on black is a little bit difficult for me. But let me see here. What's this here has got this. I'm not going to open it up and show you, but you can kind of gather here, you know, what's in here. So, okay, there's that one. Then I found this one, For the Love of Cross Stitch. This is from September 1989. And just because these are older does not mean that they're not any good. You know, I think it's, yeah, it's all on what you're after. And these back then, yeah, I'll just kind of give you a sneak peek. You see, that's how they were done. So, but I've stitched from these before. Then here we've got another cross-country stitching. And they did a whole, I think they did once a year. They had these songs and that. This is God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. So that's that one. So, and there's Noel Angel, and there's, what is it, Nantucket Baskets. So, yeah. So there you go. Okay. So, lots of good stuff there. Then, the one before was Lighthouse number 4. This is Lighthouse number 3. Again on black. which is, for a lot of people, myself included, is very difficult. So, and this one's got Waiting for Santa, Christmas Rose, Towel, Holiday Spirit, Stitch Band, Finale, and Ornament series of specialty stitches. So, yeah. And then this is Light of Christmas, The Lighthouses, number 2. So again, on black. I think they look stunning on black, but for some people, they're very hard to stitch. So this one's got Welcome to the Flakes, Gingerbread Hearts, Tall Snowman Bookmark, Holiday Cheer Bottle Bag, Snuggly Snowman, and Seasonal Snowman in here. So they have such beautiful, booklets and that when they bring them out. Then there was Stitcher's World. This is from November 2001. Again, in very, very good condition. So whoever had these did a phenomenal job of, protecting them and looking after them and that. And, if you can ever find these type of magazines, then snap them up. See, this one here, this I like, and this is on page 16. I remember seeing that one when it first came out. And it's just gorgeous. Now, I know they have it as a stocking, but I suppose you can do it as just as a picture. But I really like that one. And I thought they had it. Let me see here. Did they have? No. But that's another one that they have in there. But, yeah. And then they have, I got Cross Country Stitching, August 2005, excellent condition again. They have this stocking, this game boards, if you're into games, that kind of stuff. Very, very good condition. I don't know, maybe somebody had a store or something. See, Mercy and Peace. Like, they're just beautiful. There's game boards. Country sampler. So yeah, so they have those. And then I found a piece of Ada cloth. It was stuck in one of the magazines there. And somebody had started something. So I'm going to, see, they must have been in a hurry and they let it go. And it's probably a 14 count. But I'm going to, yes, there's crease here marks, fold marks. But nothing that can't be taken out. So I'll just take this out and do something else with it. So I didn't even notice this until I packaged it all up, bring it home. Now, I'm just, oh yeah. Hey, just a minute. So yesterday, while looking at what they had there, and they had a lot of Christmas stuff at MCC, I found this one. This is a Stoney Creek collection. This is book 10. And see, there's another one there. And these were, I'm just going to kind of show you here, hand-drawn symbols. Okay, so I guess it goes this way. All right, I hope you can see that. Those are hand-drawn symbols, because that's the way they used to do them years ago. But they have, just a minute here, I think there's a center page here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, come on. Where is it? Yeah, here. And see, they have quite a few designs in here. Like this is cute, and this little shepherd boy, and follow me in merry measure, this one. And yeah, they're very typical of Stoney Creek. So, and then the other one I have is this one, Treasures in Needlework. Now, what drew me to this was this Santa. And would you believe it? Would you believe it? There was somebody on the Canadian Cross Stitch group who was looking for this pattern. So, yeah, I think it's gorgeous. I think it's gorgeous. Now, this one here, you can see here, has got different colors, solids, and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so it's got various things in here. This is from summer 1992. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these as a giveaway. So if you would like to enter the draw for Treasures in Needlework, please use the word treasures. Okay. And if you like to be entered into the draw here for the Stoney Creek Collection Book 10, I would, let's do angels. Okay. We'll do angels. So you can enter into both, but you cannot win both. Okay. So if your name is drawn twice, then I will remove that name and pull someone else's. Okay. So you can decide on what one you like. And this giveaway will be open until today's what, Friday? Will Wednesday give you all enough time? So I think because then it's a floss tube day, and I can show you that. And also when I was at MCC, just a second here. Oh, sorry. I found another copy of this book. Okay. It's a Debbie Maycomer. And it was only $1 compared to the $2 and something at Value Village. But I got this for my friend Juliet. I showed it to her this morning, so she's quite happy. So it's I got this one. And then I got these two books. These are love inspired. The Prodigal's Christmas Reunion, Rocky Mountain Airs, and Sleigh Bell Hearts. Now, if somebody can find me any of these books, these are in the Rocky Mountain Airs series. The Nanny's Homecoming, July 2011. The Sheriff's Runaway Bride, August 2011. The Doctor's Family, September 2011. The Cowboy's Lady, October 2011. And The Loner's Thanksgiving Wish, November 2011. I would be very much appreciative if you could find them and mail them to me. Now, one of these shouldn't take too much to mail them. You just make it as flat as you can. Absolutely as flat as you can. Just put the minimum of paper around it so you can put the address on. I don't think it would cost very much, and if you're in Canada, it would be even less. But I like to read series, so it seems like I'm missing others. So I found these two and I thought that's great. And they're both Christmas, which I love to read Christmas, winter things. I don't really like that time of year. I mean, I like Christmas and I like winter up until about the 2nd of January. Then it can go. Then it can go. Okay. I have to find here where I put my my stitching. Just a second. It's raw video, people. It's raw video. This is how it goes. There is no editing on my videos. None. None, none, none. So I'm continuing to work on Father Christmas. And I am, where am I working here? I'm going to finish down here. And then I'm going to work over here. You know what? It seems like there's a lot of confetti and all that. But you know what? Once you get going, it's not bad. It really isn't that bad. So, yeah. So I'm going to work on this one. And like I said, this one came from the Mayan store, MEIAN, which I find is a very, very good company. They have wonderful canvases and very clear symbols, which I'm very happy about. I also had received 2 customs, and they were perfect, absolutely perfect. So, yeah, I can't recommend this store enough. And so, okay, so here, if you cannot tell, this is Father Christmas. This is his beard, okay? And this is his coat coming down here. And over here is the reindeer, okay? And I didn't work the last couple of days. I was so tired. I was so unbelievably tired. Yeah, so do you remember when I said there that I had to get my toilet plunged? Sorry. Well, I went to pay the bill yesterday morning. I was almost floored. She couldn't see my mouth behind my mask, but my mouth was open. I was shocked, absolutely shocked. You'll never guess. To come here from only basically a block away, you might as well say. It's probably like 2 blocks away here in town, but a city block is longer. So, but anyway, yeah. So I went there and I said that I wanted to square up my bill. And I thanked her profusely for having someone come and clean for me or unplug it or whatever. He had to put the snake down. Anyways, $101. $101. I was figuring on maybe $50, given that the person didn't have to drive so far, okay? And it was right close. Probably wasn't here very long. Just probably put the snake down and did it, and then flushed the toilet a couple of times, and that was it. And, yeah. Yesterday was another spendy day. But now I'm cut off. I can't do any more. I can't do anymore. I'm just, yep. I'm tapped out. So, Juliet was telling me that the electrical panel is in now. And the gyprock has been taped and mudded. And soon they can probably start on the painting. Well, prime it and then paint it, of course, right? So then, yeah, and the tub is in, but of course not hooked up yet. That has to wait. And so now he's starting to put new gyprock up in, I don't know what else they call that stuff. Dust board, limestone board. I just know it as gyprock. Okay, that's how I've known it for 50 years is gyprock, and it's yeah. So things are progressing. And Juliet showed me she got 2 pictures framed by the new framer in town. Did a beautiful job on framing. So I hope she does a roaring business, that she can keep up with it. Just a minute, I need a cup of tea. With the furnace on now, I get really dried out, so my throat is really dry. Oh, I couldn't believe it when I put my channel on this morning, like to check for messages. I could not believe it. 226 subscribers. Oh, my gosh. Am I ever thrilled? Am I ever thrilled? I'd like to say a big shout out to Natalia, Lovecraftforever. Please go check this lady out. She's phenomenal. She's an Ontario lady, and outside of Toronto there somewhere. And oh my goodness, she does all kinds of things. And she will do diamond painting. She does hauls, reviews. She reviews other products, crafting ideas. Lots of cross stitch. She's got a lot of influence, I find. So, Natalia, thank you so very much for commenting. And I pray you are well down there. And yeah, so thank you again so much for becoming one of my newest subscribers. So anyway, yeah, so so then yeah, so I'm up to 226. And it's just wonderful to see how my channel is growing. It's not growing in leaps and bounds, but that's okay. Oh, a big shout out to Lora from Stitching with Lora. Hi, Lora, sweetheart. How are you doing? Hope you're well down there. Have you had any snow yet? They did use the F word this morning on the weather report for flurries. I know what you were thinking. Oh, gosh, Ava's going to use a swear word. Oh, dear. But No, flurries. But so far, like right now, it's saying 5 degrees on the thermometer, but it's probably only about maybe 2. And it's cloudy out there, but no snow yet. I don't know when we'll get it. So, yeah, and I am not sure what else is going on. Not a whole heck of a lot. As you can see, I'm sorry, I forgot to show you. There are my sidekicks, Lilybell and Jonah, Sir Wine-a-Lot. He looks so uncomfortable, doesn't he? I don't know. Lilybell is comfortable. She doesn't like it when Jonah's in the bed before her. She'll wait and wait and wait, trying to stare him down. So I don't know how good it does. She does with doing that, but I eventually go down there and pick Jonah up, and she crawls in, and then I put Jonah back in. So if you're just passing through, thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy day to come and spend some time with me. Now, I know my channel isn't for everyone, and I can respect anyone who does not care for it. To each their own. And if you've decided, no, that you want to leave, thank you again for stopping in. If you think perhaps some of your friends might be interested in what I have to offer, then please suggest me to others. And I do this. I live in Western Canada on the prairies, which are like the plain states in the U.S. And I do things from a distinctly Manitoban perspective. Okay. Yeah, I'm not Aboriginal, so I'm not doing no dances and singing and all that kind of stuff. But I do it, like what the weather report is, and and that kind of stuff. And just distinctly from what's happening here in Manitoba. If there's anything that's earth-shattering, we're not subject to earthquakes, volcanoes, hurricanes. There are some tornadoes that will pass through, some wind shear, microbursts, that kind of stuff. The area where I live is rural, and it's made up of farming areas, and we mostly have here, we have a lot of Hutterite colonies. Now, they're sort of similar to the Amish, but they don't ride around in buggies. They do, everything is motorized. They have solar power. They have, they have big farm machinery. It's just where everything in the colony, it's owned by the colony, by every single person. No individual person owns anything. Okay. And sometimes there are stricter Hutterites, others that are not. There are many Hutterites who smoke and drink, because I see them at the store buying alcohol a lot. Now, I was under the impression that alcohol was banned, but I guess they've changed their mind on it. And yeah, the people in the colony, they eat communally. They may have breakfast on their own. Like they do have their homes. There's usually like a long line of them, and everybody has one, a home in there, and that, and they don't have TVs. They'll have radios. Now maybe some of them have TVs, but not any that I've heard of. They do sidelines, like the one here just west of town. They do carpentry work, and they make cabinets and wood furniture and that. So, but that's what you'll find here in my area. Winnipeg is the capital of Manitoba, and I can't remember who the premier is now because they changed. Ralph Gertson, I think is who it is. He was deputy premier, I think. It's funny, I haven't heard very much out of him. I'm just glad that Palliser, who we had in there for, 5 years or so, 6 years, he's gone. So, but now they're going to have to vote, or we as Canadian or Manitobans are going to have to vote for a new premier. So, but he's PC, Progressive Conservative. So, but we'll see. So yeah, I've just been doing some tidying up, which has been sorely lacking. Susie ran really, really well all the way home on Wednesday and yesterday when I took her to Portage. However, she is a bit louder. I've noticed that. It's like a gentle... it's like almost like you're running beside a train. You're driving beside a train. Like you're close enough, but you're still far enough away. And it sounds like that kind of rumble. So it's not something unpleasant. It's okay, but I do notice she is louder. So I'm hoping maybe to get the firewall, I'll have to find a auto wrecker that will do that. So anyway, yeah, so if you're just passing through, thank you. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, welcome. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe and click the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I have new videos that I'm posting. And I do Stitch with Me's on I do Floss Tube Sunday and Wednesday, and I do Stitch with Me's the rest of the week. And I try to post each and every day, but like yesterday, it wouldn't load. And that's typical because I don't have a lot of space on my iPad that I can play around with. So if I go over that, it won't load, and I can't go back to change it. I have to delete it and redo it. I don't know. Maybe there's an easier way. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to continue working here on Father Christmas. And if you would like to be entered into the draw, again, I don't know where I put them. Where did I put them? Oh, good heavens. Well, they're here somewhere. Okay, there's the one. It's the, oh yeah. Okay, right there. You see them? Okay. Okay. So if you'd like to be entered into the draw to win this one from Stoney Creek, please use the word angels or angel. Singular or plural is good. And if you'd like to be entered into the draw for this one, and no, this is not me, okay, but it does say Portage La Prairie, so, but it's not me. Then I will have this one, and please use the word treasure or treasures, singular, plural. Yeah, please use them in a sentence, okay? And the reason why I ask that is because of trolls. Okay, you know, the bots, the things there that, oh my gosh. So anyway, yeah, so I'm drawing for them next Wednesday, which is the 27th, which is my son's birthday. Yeah, my baby will be 40. So anyway, I thank you so very much for joining me. I pray you all have a fantastic day. I also pray that this loads. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, from Miss Lilybell and Jonah, Sir Wine-A-Lot. Hey, Jonah. There he is. There's that Jonah. Yeah. Hi, Jonah. So, from all of us here in the Interlake region of Manitoba, which is in the center of Canada, I wish you all a fantastic day. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. And God bless you, each and every one of you. I pray for you. If you have any questions or any comments, please put them down below. I'd love to hear from you, where you're from, how you found me, all that kind of stuff. So God bless everyone. Toodle-littles.